What's good, fight fans? Is Ash's Corner. Moving on to the next one for the fights this weekend, this Saturday, June 16th. We have on the undercard of the Spence versus Ocampo undercard. This fight will be on Showtime. As you can see, it will be held in Texas, of course, because it's the undercard. And it's against Adrian Granados and Javier Fortuna. This is going to be an interesting fight. I think this is going to be one to watch. All right. I think the whole undercard for the Spence Ocampo fight, main event fight is fine. It's fire. It's a pretty good card. Not that many fights on it, but it's a pretty good card. And this one right here, of course, is one of the fights. And this is kind of hard to judge. All right, real quick, I'm going to say the specs. Adrian Granados is 18, 6 losses, 2 draws. Okay, 18, 6, and 2. He has 12 KOs. He's fought for 157 rounds. He has a 46% knockout rating. He's 28 years old, 5'9", with a 74-inch reach. Javier Fortuna, on the other hand, has 33 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He's 33, 2, and 1. He has 23 knockouts, 1 knockout. He has 1 KO loss, but 23 knockouts. He's fought for 179 rounds. His knockout rating is 62%. He's 28 years old as well, and he is a lightweight, which is 135 pounds. That's what he came in as fighting as when he started his professional career, and that's what he's listed as, a lightweight. He's a southpaw. He's 5'6" with a 68 and a half inch reach. So Adrian Granados will have 6 inch, almost 6 inch reach on Fortuna, which is not nothing new for Javier. He's always, not always, but he's fought the taller fighter a lot. And Adrian Granados will have a 3 inch height difference on him as well. But he's fighting, Javier Fortuna is a very slick fighter, and he is a southpaw. So, and you just can't sleep on Javier. And speaking of the height difference, his last fight was he's coming off of a loss. Javier Fortuna's coming off of a loss, and Adrian Granados is coming off of 2 losses. This is about to be his 3rd fight. If you lose this one, it will be 3 losses in a row for Granados. But this is Fortuna's fight to turn his around. His last fight was with was against Robert Easter, and that fight was at 135 pounds. Okay, and it was a very close fight. Some people say that Javier Fortuna won that fight. Some people say that it was a gift decision for Robert Easter Jr., which he gets a few. He gets he's had at least 2 gift decisions in his career already. One of them being when he fought Comney. In my opinion, that was a gift decision. But people say that he won that fight against Easter, and the judges scored it 113 to 114, 114 to 113, and 112 to 115 for a split decision that went to Robert Easter Jr. So, and also during that fight, he got a point deducted in the 2nd round for holding and rabbit punching. So it was a very close fight. If that point wasn't deducted, it probably would have been a draw, honestly. Even though the title was not on the line for him because he missed weight. I think he was like a pound and some change overweight. Well, a pound and some ounces. But he did miss weight, but he looked good in there against somebody that's 5'11". Robert Easter's 5'11", okay, and he had a damn near whole 8 inches of reach on Javier, but he looked good in that fight against Easter. And a lot of people are saying, that's like the tell sign. Like that last fight shows you that he doesn't use his reach. That could have been a very easy fight for him. It could have been a very easy win, but it was a scrap. It was a dog fight because As my man, as the bottom line, as W said that Robert Easter fights like a fucking midget. I mean, but it's that's neither here nor there. Javier Fortuna is fighting Adrian Granados, and this will be his first welterweight fight. I think this fight is going to be at welterweight. I'm not even sure. I didn't even check that. But Adrian Granados is a welterweight fighter. He's been a welterweight fighter for some time now. But this will be the first time Javier Fortuna stepped in there at 147 pounds, if that's what it is, or fought a welterweight. Anyway, he has fought at 126. He's fought at 130, and he's fought at 135. I guess he skipped 140, went right to Adrian Granados at 147. But his TKO loss that Javier Fortuna has on his record was against Jason Sosa. I don't know if you guys seen that, but he got dropped in the 11th round, like face planted, went forward. Like that was his knockout loss. And I mean, Jason Sosa isn't even a big puncher, you know what I'm saying? And Javier Fortuna does have an okay chin, so it just makes you think that maybe he was very tired since it was the 11th round and he just got caught with a perfect punch. I mean, and that's possible. This is boxing. Anything can happen in boxing. And that fight was at 130 pounds. It happened in June in 2016. But this is a new day, he could weather the storm of Adrian Granados' punches and be the slick fighter that he is and win on decision. I don't see him stopping Adrian Granados, though. I don't see that happening. But Adrian Granados, like I said, he's coming off of 2 losses. One by Adrian Broner, and his last fight was against Sean Porter. Both of those was his last 2 losses. But, I mean, it's like I said, it's a hard one to call for me because, Adrian Granados could have enough in the tank at the end of the fight to stop Javier Fortuna, or he can outwork Javier Fortuna, actually win on the cards. But I'm actually going to go with Javier Fortuna winning this fight, and the only reason why is because he's just a very slick fighter, and the only way the only way I see Adrian Granados winning this fight is if he knocks Javier Fortuna out, or if Javier Fortuna or drops Javier Fortuna and gets up on the scorecards. But I mean, Fortuna does crazy things in the ring sometimes, so hopefully he doesn't get any points deducted, and this could be a close fight. But honestly, in my opinion, Adrian Granados should win this fight just because Javier Fortuna never fought at 147. And he's totally skipped the 140-pound division. He's a smaller fighter. And, I mean, it's official that, Adrian Granados is a kind of like a gatekeeper. He has a lot of losses, even though he's fought some very good names. If he loses against Javier Fortuna, he really need to, think about switching trainers or something, because this is a fight that he should win. I just don't think he is. So I'm going to go with Javier Fortuna to win in the decision in this fight on the undercard tomorrow. Always like and subscribe to the channel. In the comment section, please let me know who you think is going to win this fight. Peace.